Okay. Back. Almost. Alright. For those of you in Hugo Clubus, please remain here. It's completely free. It's completely optional for those who want to be here. You can come whenever you want to, okay? But, just as many people can fit in this room, okay? For those who are interested. Everybody else, if you're not interested, you can go out and you can do things, okay? I just want to thank you all for coming to this meeting. I know, yesterday I just, didn't feel like doing it again. But I hope that you kind of got the message, and I hope that you got the things done that you needed to. I hope that you listened to the Holocaust, videos that I recommended. Okay, I definitely think that yesterday with, the full moon, the new moon, that it was a good day to do that. But, actually, the moon is in Scorpio still because it's fixed, so it's 3 days. If the moon does happen to move into Sagittarius, then it won't be, you won't feel super, that moon energy. So technically, the moon is still in Scorpio. So, that's how it works. Sagittarius is a sign that, if it's in the moon placement, then it only lasts for 2 days. If it's Scorpio, it lasts for 3 days. Okay? Because mutable signs change, and cardinal signs only start. So, well, I'm, talking about that in the astrology terms of it, and, where the moon is at, the placements, not people born under those signs, and not the actual signs themselves. So, applied astrology is not what I'm getting at here. Okay, so everybody else, you can leave. Okay, and I will see you tomorrow on Monday. Okay. Those in Sagittarius, good luck this afternoon. I can't wait to see what your things are going to be. It's going to be a great surprise. We're just kind of, cleaning up for the remains of, Scorpio season. And when November 22nd comes along, we will, things will definitely change, and we'll have our Renaissance time. So, I'm trying to think what's gonna happen. Yeah. Probably not. Probably, we won't get into any more short stories unless I come across something that we might get into. But that's, probably, all that I can remember. That was just, and I can say it now, unfinished. Okay, that I wanted to get finished. Okay. So, I'll go look through, see if there's anything else. But, otherwise that won't happen. So everybody, you can leave the room, and then we'll continue. For those of you who want to stay here, please stay here. Okay? Yep. Yeah. Exactly. Okay. I don't know anybody born on this day. So, Huga. So I want you now. Here, I'm going to actually use one side of the board to talk about, oh, I forgot that I had that. Yeah, it was way back that I went over that. on October 23rd. Kind of, Hudson Day. Yeah. How many of you are, what was your question? Yeah, today I'm gonna have you take a break, but then tomorrow we'll get into music for that. Okay, so the concert will be on, it'll be on Joe Biden's half birthday, which is November 20th, so it's coming up pretty darn quick. Okay, we'll continue working on that. How many of you are watching I Survived? Maybe I'll watch, or attempt to watch an episode of that. Okay. Meditations, I know I've done a couple meditations. I don't know what that is. Pluto. Yeah, this is all the stuff that biology, science, missing element, all of that stuff. So, yeah. So, I actually, what I have is I, took the time way back in October. It was like, on, in the afternoon in October the 24th, and I wrote out all this information on a piece of, on a Google document, and then I typed it out. So I actually have, just, on the back of the table, just, it's a stack of all the things, to do for Scorpio season. So I'm going, if I said that I'm not going to get rid of this, well, I say things and then I can't remember what I say, but we have a Hygge Clubbers to run, so I'm going to have to get rid of this. Okay? So I'm gonna, this is gonna be the next side of the board, and, I'm just gonna, erase this, and then we're gonna go on to what we need to get on to doing, okay? So, so we'll be done eventually. Using my muscles to erase this. So, today, if today was just the opposite, if, the opposite of today, I would be going over with you, Abby's, resemble, customary song with all the words, and, we'd be going over her concert, and then, I use the board more, at that time of year because it's more uplifting. Because it's springtime, it's the beginning of the astrological year. So, Hygge Clubbers. Very, very first thing is, Hygge documentary. Okay, we're not gonna watch that, because I want to, again, try to edit myself on doing these, so, I want you to, watch the Hygge documentary on your own. Okay, which is going to be covering, this book, the little book of Hygge. So sometime, when you get a chance, you can do that. So then what's going to be happening today is, book, introduction, so going over the, the table of contents and everything, so we're gonna, look at the book, look at what it looks like, look at what we're getting into. Then I'm going to be bringing in, so what's going to be happening is during these meetings, I will be bringing in objects that would, be either in the style of or the same thing as Hygge. So it might be clothes, it might be clothing, it might be, a light, or, food. So today I will be bringing in a couple of candles. So candle, smell sample. So it will be a show and tell. Well, I will be bringing a couple candles in here, and I will be setting them down on the somewhere, maybe on the table over there, so that you can go smell them. And then there's a little something to go along with that, where you're answering a couple questions on what it smells like. What does it remind you of? What emotional memory or nostalgia comes with that smell? So questions like that. And then we're going to be getting into an introduction. So we're not going to be actually getting into Hygge until, these meetings will be every other day. So today, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Monday, and then, that's how it's going to work. So today is just going to be the introduction. So not even, getting into, light and all of that stuff. Okay? Introduction day. So, we actually, we'll get into one section of that. Let's talk about Hygge. So, that's basically what we're going to get into. What Hygge is and what kind of a, style of living that it is. Okay? So, the Hygge documentary again, you can watch on your own, okay, because I don't have too much. We need to get this moving. So, the book introduction. So, as you can see right here, this is what the book looks like. You all have copies over there, okay, that I stacked up. I want you to grab a copy of your own. And that is going to be your copy, because we have cloning machines. And if you want to return it, by all means. If you want to keep it, you're more than welcome to. Okay. So, all we need is, we ship books. But we can then clone those even more. So you're wondering, why do we have to ship? We did it. Anyway, so this is what it looks like. This is what the book looks like here, okay? The Little Book of Hygge, Danish Secrets to Happy Living by Meek Wiking, CEO of the Happiness Research Institute in Copenhagen, Scandinavia. So New York Times bestseller. If you flip on the back of it, it says Getting Consciously Cozy. And I'm going to have to get rid of a couple things on here so that there's time